Alyssa Pajoli, Leadership Performance Executive Coach, wanting to talk about psychological safety. Psychological safety is when employees feel comfortable enough to talk through their concerns, their fears, their thoughts, without having a negative consequence associated. Why is psychological safety important? Well, because it is directly associated to the organizational performance as well as employee well-being. So when it comes to the why factor, this is challenging in today's society. Being in hybrid workspaces, having the generational gaps within communication, I just want to preface that psychological safety is one of those things it looks different and it feels different for everyone. So what works for one employee may not work for another employee. And as a leader, it's important to kind of be able to navigate and communicate, to be able to articulate differently, as well as receive articulation on what will help create that and enable that, so you can have the enhanced team performance, increased employee engagement, innovation and creativity, as well as well-being and mental health. We want our employees to be healthier. We want them to feel strong, confident, and perform at an adequate rate, space, and mindset. So how do you do this? To embed psychological safety, there's 5 main ways that we can do this. One is leading with empathy and humility. This is going to demonstrate that you genuinely care for the team's perspective and that you're open to feedback. Number 2 is encourage open communication. You want to foster an environment that the team members feel comfortable reflecting and sharing ideas. Model inclusivity. So we all want to know that as a team member, we are included in the decision-making process. We have something valuable to contribute, and that you are enhancing growth and development versus criticism and fear. Number 4 is provide constructive feedback. This is where the compassionate direct comes in. We want to be timely, we want to be clear, and we want to be caring in the way in which we give feedback, but also be honest, supportive, and focusing on that growth and development is going to allow someone to know that you have the best interest. You want to see them succeed. And the 5th is recognizing and celebrate contributions. This is something that where energy goes, or appreciation goes, energy flows. So by appreciating and recognizing whether it's individual contributions, team achievements, reinforcing that sense of belonging and value will only enable your employees to want to do more, give more, become more. So psychological safety is on the rise. It is super important for you to be applying within your team and your organization. So if you are struggling with this, please reach out. I'd love to have a conversation on little tips and tactics that you could be doing today that would start to help embed. And it also goes without saying that psychological safety is something that you don't really know whether or not you're having it until you start asking questions. So that's your action step for today, is ask your employees if any of these things are real. Do they feel valued? If they don't, how do they feel valued? Do they feel like their contributions are appreciated? You start by asking the questions to get clarity on what is the energy within the space and the culture, and then we start to move forward from there.